What's up, everybody? Today we're playing some Hadean Tactics.
Hadean Tactics!
Which we've played once before, but since we've last played it, it's been updated considerably. And this is still a game that I play off and on in my off time, so I enjoy it. So I figured we'd show off some of the new things.
Yeah.
And that involves a new hero. Aerith the Nightshade. So, it's a bowman. Less durable, but more range.
Okay.
Can do fancy things.
I like it.
I'm on Corruption 4 with this character. We'll keep that. For the record, Corruption 1, enemies deal more damage. Corruption 2, elites spawn more often on the map. Corruption 3, add 2 burdens to your starting deck. Just dead cards. And Corruption 4, bosses deal more damage. Should be fine.
Sure.
What's the worst that could happen?
Mm.
I die. Okay, so how do we want to start? Do we want to
remove the 2 burdens from the deck?
We could. For the next 3 battles, allies start with 200 might and shield. The hero gains 150 max health. Ooh, that's really strong. Because our hero is pretty strong but fragile. So 150 max health is pretty strong. I think that's the one that I would go for. What do you think?
I have no idea. You've played more. Go for it.
I mean, you know roguelikes.
No. And I think removing cards from the deck is very, very helpful.
It is, but
I don't know how much the hero's going to need. Like, they're ranged and have less health, but
there's things that teleport behind you and
that's
other
true.
stuff, and things that just do damage to everybody all the time.
Yeah. So that's definitely the safe option, sure.
Removing cards from your deck is strong in this game, but not as strong as in other games because the shield cards are legitimately useful. Yeah, I don't mind keeping them around. Okay, so we got Glassy, Malefic, and Occultist. I'll start from right to left because I'm probably going to want to pick the left one. Occultist is ephemeral allies get plus 20 might and plus 20 shield when created. Ephemeral is characters created post-combat start. And, for example, this gives him the ability to summon a raven after he uses his skill, which is an ephemeral ally. So they would spawn with plus 20 might and plus 20 shield.
Okay.
And then you can create cloning dudes and dudes that spawn stuff to really lean into that.
Yeah. Which is also in that baseline.
What do you mean?
Go back hover over the thing again?
It's...
When a non-ephemeral ally dies, it comes back as a clone.
It comes back as a clone, yes.
So you get clones that way, too.
Correct.
Ephemerals that way.
Nightshade is whenever a unit dies, Malefic units gain 10 mana. That's friend or foe.
Okay.
And they gain a little bit less health, but they get a little bit more damage and 1 more range. And their baseline skill is inflict 5 decay on all enemies. And decay is it does that amount of damage and ticks down by 1. It's poison.
Sure.
And then if you choose this one, it also summons a raven. If you choose this one, you gain splash for 2 seconds after Nefarious Shot, which just means that their attacks will hit all enemies for half damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one I want to pick is Glassy, which is the first time a glass unit is damaged in battle, it gains 10 haste and lifesteal for 7 seconds and plus 10 damage. So, when it gets hit, it goes nuts, and it heals itself.
Okay.
So having the bonus health is pretty good. And it gains much higher DPS numbers. And its skill addition is it gains 100 might after a shot. So, that I think is the way I'd like to go.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, now, where do we want to go? I like getting the artifacts. There's a couple of different paths to go to get those. Unfortunately, there's no overlapping paths, so I think almost every path leads to one with the exception of this middle path. See, that gives a shop early, but we don't have any money. Maybe we... I think I like maybe going up the middle here and then veering right to hit this guy, and then coming up and getting the shop up here.
That works.
And then, depending on how we're feeling after the shop, we could potentially go for the elite or not, depending on how we feel. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so if you haven't seen this game before, it plays both like an auto battler and a roguelike. So you kind of position your units where you want them, and then you have cards, and every 7 seconds you get a new hand, and you can do new things.
That's not bad.
So, this hand isn't particularly exciting. So I think I'm just going to throw a bunch of daggers at the snake, because the snake is ranged and he's a jerk. Then I'll give my guy might. In fact, I'm going to move him right up there, standing behind the skeletons for protection. And I got no shields, otherwise I would have shielded up my Skelebros to protect him a little bit, like I will right now. Throw another dagger at this guy, because this guy's going to die very shortly. And yeah, just might up. And there we go. Easy first fight.
Done.
Our Skelebro took a little bit of damage, but you heal a little bit after everything. You can see the damage outputs. My hero is doing all of the work. And we can pick a card. We can make a decay deck of just decay the world. We can do like gain lots of might. We can be tricky, swap things around. Stacking decay I think is cool.
Stacking decay could be good. Be good for single target murder.
Because it does a lot of damage over time. Because it's 35 decay, so that's 35 damage, and then 34 damage, and then 33 damage, etc., etc. Hey, look, decay. And both remorses. So I think in this case, we'll stack all the way to the right, and we'll just work on trying to kill this guy quickly. So we just do that, and then we'll poke as much damage as we can into that chunky boy. Is he the one summoning all those golden dudes? I don't know. So boom. And now he's dead. And yeah. So early rounds aren't too complicated. Just give relevant people shields just in case they're going to take damage. And then heal a little bit after the fight. Ooh. We have some good options here. Revenge is only good if a lot of your stuff is dying. So if you're doing a lot of ephemeral cloney stuff, that could be good. Decay Claw means that attacks inflict decay. It goes down by half when used. So I put this on like my main hero guy, and he'll give 16 decay, 8 decay, 4 decay.
Okay.
Or this applies 3 infectious to the unit. So if I have a tank, when the unit gets hit, the attacker is inflicted with decay. So every time the character is attacked, they'll get 3 decay. So that's good for when I have a tank.
Yeah. But you don't currently have a tank.
So what do you like of these two? Because I think they're both excellent.
Probably the claw.
You like the claw? Because I was like, we have offensive decay or defensive decay.
Yeah.
And then here, we're going to upgrade. And I think we're just going to... upgrading this would bring it to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Or upgrading this would be 32, which equates to more than 50 if you think about it. Because it's 32, then 16, then 8, then 4, then 2, then 1.
But isn't the other one the same thing?
Well, it's just 50. And then it just adds 50 decay. And then you do that damage and then it takes it down by 1. Decay Claw, the attacks inflict decay, and then it goes down by half when used. So one attack will add 32, and then the next attack will add 16, and then the next attack will add 8.
Yeah, but that's the next attack.
Yeah. Go on.
So basically it enchants your attacks.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So 32 plus 16 is 48.
Yeah.
Plus 8 is 56. And then 60. 63.
Yeah, depending on how quick your attacks are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think this is
the winner there. Yeah.
All right, and we got a question mark. All right. I guess we just upgrade them both.
Sure.
Look, don't got to debate nothing. All right, so now we're definitely going to draft a new unit because the skeletons suck.
Yes.
So we got a Mouseketeer, who's a thief. Allies have a 10% chance of attacking twice. One item will cost 0 gold at the shop.
That seems pretty good.
That seems really good. His skill is gain 5 multi-strike.
So you just bop.
Yep. And then the second part of his skill is he gains 3 haste for 3 seconds.
Now,
that seems really good.
That seems really good, particularly with our enchant that we have. If he's about to trigger that, and we go, hey, look, we just drew Decay Claw. Here you go, and then he just goes, all that's on at once, just instantly.
That would be pretty good.
That'd be pretty good.
We got an Albino Minos, which would have been great if we went the other route, because when a non-ephemeral unit is about to receive a final blow, the celestial unit will take a hit instead. That's not important. His skill is he summons 1 Griffin, and then the Griffin is 1 level higher, so he's just all about summoning friendos. But it costs him twice as much as it costs other people to cast their skills.
Yeah.
It takes a while. And then the Mighty Preacher, whenever you play an enchant card, Mystics gain 10 mana.
That's pretty good.
And then their skill is gives all allies 5 mana, and also removes all ailments. So
it's helpful.
Good support card.
But I think the Mouseketeer is exactly what we want.
I think the Mouseketeer is exactly what we want. So we're gonna make sure he runs second, just because he's better than that guy. All right, so we got a Mouseketeer.
Hey, look, a Decay Claw.
And I figure, like, just aesthetically, the Mouseketeer is really up your alley.
That's true.
So we just set up like this. Who's got the best attack speed off the bat? It's still the main hero. So we'll give him Decay Claw because they're not going to get their spells off within the first 7 seconds.
What's the Musketeer's attack speed?
0.85.
0.85, okay.
And this one's 1, and that one's 0.58 because he sucks. And then we'll just
ping one down?
Yeah, just ping one down a little bit. And then put all of that decay on something, and look how quickly he just got minced.
Hey, look, Decay.
So just decay that, and then shield our Mouseketeer buddy, and then shield him too. And boom, done. Easy peasy. Okay, so we can inflict a slow for 4 seconds. This turn, every time you play an Artifice, all allies gain 50 might, but I don't think we have any Artifice. I guess our 2 movement spells are Artifices, but I don't use them that often. They're good in certain situations, but not every.
Yeah.
Or draw cards until your hand is full once. I think I like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And then, artifact. We got a Might Rune. So, runes are new that didn't exist before. They're like potions in, like, Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
You hold on to them, you can use them whenever you like.
All right.
And then we got Spice Tea. At the start of each guy, gain 1 energy.
Not bad.
And then an Elite Fight. Okay, so we got a Gold Goblin here. So we want to kill him because he'll try to vanish, but if you kill him, you get money. But we got two tough guys here to think about as well. What we can do is we can just go way back here, try to kill this guy as these guys are running towards us. And just Decay Claw, boom, and then we'll shield the Mouseketeer because if the skeleton dies, no one really cares. And I won't expand because I don't have any more mana, really. So, boom! Just one-shot that guy. Got an achievement called Knock Knock, It's the IRS.
That ain't nice.
Our Mouseketeer is currently getting his ass beat. But what we can do is we can lean into this guy, and we can tell this guy to just go away for a minute. Give us a second or two where we're not taking as much damage. Oh man, our Mouseketeer is getting wrecked. Okay, well, our Mouseketeer is down. But so is one of the other guys. So, the fact that he's dead doesn't mean he's dead forever. He'll come back at the end of the round, but not with a lot of health. So let's just decay up here. I think I'm just gonna double might, just try to do
Burn down quick.
as much damage as I can.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer. Oh man, I'm just getting achievements left and right.
Yeah.
Vampire Fairy. At the start of each combat, all units in the party gain lifesteal for 2 seconds.
That's not bad.
Plague. If the target dies with decay, the decay will jump to the closest enemy.
That's a pretty good one.
There's also Amputate. Remove all decay from the target and deal 10 times the value removed as damage.
That's nice for the burst.
Yes. So, you know, they got 80 decay on them. You can just be like, this is 800 damage.
Yeah. There is not to pull away from those. Safe grip isn't bad either.
That's true.
Especially again for our Mouseketeer with all that multi attack when it pops off.
That is true.
If we can play that just before his multi attack goes off, he can just be like bop 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 bop. There's 75 shield.
But this is a common card, so this will more likely show
come
up
back.
than the other
Yeah.
two.
So
I'm actually unsure of what I want between these two.
Plague will be better for big groups. Amputate will be better for taking something out quickly. But the problem that I always have with amputate type spells, like in other games, I do the same thing in One Step from Eden with Detox, where it's just deal double their current damage and then remove all their stacks. It's like, that's great. But I technically will do more damage if I let the stacks stay.
Yeah, but there's a difference between double and 10 times.
There is a big difference, yes.
Because 800 damage for, like, say, getting a stack of 100, which is not hard for us to do.
Yeah.
Is 1,000 damage.
Yes.
Which will kill most things.
Right, but even then, because it still ticks, like, what, once a second?
Roughly, yes.
So
that's 10 seconds worth of damage.
Yeah.
Roughly speaking.
Yeah, well, and that's why it's 10 times.
Yeah.
So.
And it does cost 3, and
it costs
2. What do they upgrade as? The upgrade for Plague is just it also inflicts decay. Okay. Whereas the upgrade to this is times 15.
Yeah. So it gives you an extra 5 seconds of.
So do you want to go Plague? It seems like you're leaning towards Plague.
I think I'm leaning towards Plague, but I can see the value of the Amputate.
I like them both, so didn't bother me at all. So we still got our guys that are on the hurt side.
Not gonna lie, I would have probably swapped the skeleton in for just.
I still can.
Oh, okay, good. Probably for the Mouseketeer, since if he takes a hit, he's just dead.
But he's got lifesteal, and I can give him shields.
That's true. That's true.
So that's sort of what I'm thinking.
That's not a bad idea then.
Just give him both shields.
And then plague someone.
Because
that afflict stays on him until we can kill it, right?
Yep.
It's not unless they have someone.
And it did give him 10 decay.
Why?
I don't know why, but it did. All right, my Mouseketeer did not heal enough, but it's fine. Shield. That'll be roughly the same, so I'll just do that. So then all of that decay just went over to this guy. And then we'll just that, and we don't need to draw another card, so we wouldn't have the energy to play it, and the fight's over anyway.
Yeah.
So, mouse heals a little bit more. First aid. Gain 125 health once. And then I can upgrade it to gain more health more often.
And not have the deplete, yeah.
Piercing. Deal 30 damage to a random enemy 3 times. This is really good with, there's an artifact where whenever you deal damage with a spell, deal 100 damage to a random enemy. So, since this repeats 3 times, it gives you the extra damage multiple times.
It's not bad.
But I think first aid, right?
Yeah. And deplete is removed for combat or removed permanently?
From combat.
Okay.
So it's not gone, but it's gone for now.
Okay.
And then we're going to draft because we still got a Skelebro here.
Oh, none of those go with what we already have.
Yeah. A Warg. Whenever an ally gains might, deal 15 damage to a random enemy. He's very weak. Granite Gargoyle. Because whenever you play a spell card, all units in your party gain 10 mana.
That's not bad.
And then whenever an ally gains a shield, it also gains 10 might.
That's not bad.
And then a spell does 50 damage to all enemies.
That's not bad.
Or the Ghost Warg. Whenever an ally kills an enemy, it gains plus 15 damage. And then gain 30 shield and silences all enemies for 1 second.
I was kind of hoping that we could get a tank out of these.
Yeah.
And none of those are really tanky. Granite Gargoyle is...
It's definitely between the Granite Gargoyle and the Ghost Warg.
I think I like the Granite Gargoyle because he makes our baseline spells better.
Yeah. He makes it so that we get more mana off of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, once we kill the first thing, we do a lot more damage.
Yeah.
He himself does a lot more damage, but he is a range 1, where the Granite Gargoyle is a range 4.
That's true, so not a tank.
But his mana regen is much better.
So his thing will go off more often.
So he'll cast more often, which is just 50 damage to all enemies, admittedly, but... yeah, we can go Granite Gargoyle.
It's one of those things where I'm not convinced that everything... Oh, something should cost 0, right?
Theoretically. Aha! That's a 3-star Ghost Warg. That's just free.
Well...
So, he gains 60 shield, silences all enemies for 1 second, has almost 1,000 health. He's got the Celestial. Whenever a non-ephemeral enemy is about to receive the final blow, he'll take the hit instead. And then whenever an ally kills an enemy, gain 15 damage.
What's funny is I was just about to say there was a part of me that almost says that we skip and get money on that last one.
So I guess we'll just take the 3-star war.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yo, Mouse, you're true bro. There's a brown Mouseketeer who at level 0 has 1,000 health.
That is true, Jesus.
He's a little chef.
Throw 1 cheese on random tiles.
If killed by an ally, it heals. If killed by an enemy, it inflicts decay.
Hey!
If killed by a car, it heals split amongst your party.
Okay.
It deals the amount stacked as damage every second and then goes down by... Oh, yeah, it's just like what decay is. But he's level 0, which sucks.
But he's so cool. And we can level him up, right?
Yeah, over time. But that means we're not leveling up other guys.
Well, that's true. Well, I mean, we ain't leveling up our Warg, right?
I suppose there's a strong argument that our Warg...
He's already done.
Oh, we already have more characters than we could do stuff with.
That is
now,
true.
though.
That is true.
So I think that's actually going to be my more main argument.
Oh, but he's such a good tank.
Well,
he's got the cheese, which is cool. Yes, he's not necessarily a good tank. He just has more health than anyone in our team.
We're actually going to let the mouse rest for a while, I think.
To get that heal up.
But once we fight the first boss, we can expand our party.
Yes.
So I think we save our money for now.
Well, what do we got? So there's double decay, which is not bad.
The double decay is actually quite good.
But...
Of all enemies.
It's weird. I wish there was a version of that was a single target. Just double targets decay.
Why would you not want to double the decay of all enemies?
Well, I mean, that works just fine, but I just wish there was like either a cheaper or a stronger version to a single target.
Yeah, I mean, this is still pretty good.
It is still pretty good. And it upgrades to a 0 cost,
Yeah.
so it's just every
Yeah.
time.
I think I'll grab that for what we're doing. But then that is pretty much all.
And then do we want to remove a card?
You know what? Look, who needs money? Let's get rid of
Well. Why would you get rid of the might instead of the remorse?
I suppose I can get rid of the remorse. There are reasons to keep remorses in your deck. Let's go fight the elite fight. We got a fresh party. We got a level 3 on the first round for reasons.
Yeah.
Let's see. Something like that. Oh, we can decay this guy and then plague him, so he'll definitely just pass it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And we want him to die first anyway. And then shield him. Yeah, and then he passed it to the big guy, which is probably for the best. Okay. Yeah, this guy still has the fastest attack speed, so give him the Decay Claw. We'll definitely give him the shield, because he's tanking. Then do I want to dagger somebody to kill them quickly, or do I want to just buy him time by sliding the big guy far away for a minute? What?
I think I like the slide.
Alright. So just go over there for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Another great thing about the slide, which I haven't been able to utilize yet, is if there's like, say there's an enemy there, you slide one enemy into the other enemy, and they'll do damage to each other.
Nice.
Yeah, bop them. Oh, the big guy's got a fear. That's not good. Oh. They displaced my guy there.
Yeah, but...
So we're just gonna kill him, and then... Yeah. He had all the lifesteal from getting hit the one time, because Glassy is super strong. Fruit Fairy. The start of each combat, a random ally gains 50 mana. That's pretty strong. And then I can just have a drink where I can give somebody specifically 50 mana. Let's see. Or there's a Might Trap, which is inflict silence for 3 seconds. We already have a guy that does that. So I think Might Drink or nothing. Or Mana Drink or nothing, I should say.
Yeah. And I don't know if we need the mana drink.
I'm willing to skip.
Let's take the money.
Not only did we save money, but we made money. Ooh, Coagulate cards are really nice.
Are they?
Gain 75 shield for free, but it adds a remorse to your draw pile. Now, the way that this is good is that there's an artifact you can get for whenever you draw a remorse, a random ally gets 50 shield. Which is why I was saying it's not necessarily always good to get them out of your deck.
On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, that's still a dead card.
Yes, but...
Remorse is still bad. I would much rather just draw a card to give someone 50 shield.
Yeah, but 75 shield for free.
For
free.
For free now.
Yeah.
And it hurts you with not having cards later.
Yeah, it usually doesn't bother me. But I won't take it if you don't like it.
Go if you think it's good, you can go for it. I think that sounds like it's 0 cost 75 shield is helpful, but adding in bad cards
and 10 might because we have relentless.
That's true. That's true.
I'll do it and hope that we get the other card. But even if we don't get the other card, it's still pretty good. Okay, and then double decay opening hand.
That's great. Nobody has decay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I have to expand. Oof.
Well. Let's see. Plague, which does give 10 decay, even though it doesn't say it. So I could double that to 20. But I think a shield's better.
Yeah.
All the shield. He's our tank. Let him tank. Alright, we got a first aid. He's technically missing some health. We're gonna decay him because he'll pass it along. Actually, we can play all of this.
Well, most of it.
We can play all. We can't play the remorse, I guess.
Yeah.
If that's what you're referring to.
Yes.
I want to somehow get 99 energy so I can play it. That'd show him.
Yeah.
I don't know who him is in this particular scenario, but they'd get shown. Gain 75 might and draw a card. Meh. For 5 seconds, you can't move. Eh. Now the next turn, draw 1 extra card and gain 1 energy. I think I'm on skip.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Alright, and then we upgrade a card. I think we upgrade first aid.
I think I agree.
Because that way we always have a heal. It never goes away. And then it's boss time. So we're going to have our tank just tanking as hard as he tanking can. I'm going to give him all the shield. Which, unfortunately, isn't a lot of shield. And then I think I want to ensure that we're killing this guy first, so I'll position them over there. And then we roll!
Yeah.
And we're rolling!
Stop it. These ain't marbles.
Shield! Shield! Just go away for a minute. Leave me be. Okay. Now this guy puts a debuff on our guys where they'll steal the next enchant applied to the unit, so you gotta be paying attention to who's got that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have it. So Decay Claw. And then we'll put the decay on the boss. Our tank is just getting riggedy wrecked currently. Maybe we try to kill that spider. Okay. And okay, our tank is dead. We're in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, we keep drawing these remorses that aren't helping. We need to draw better things here.
Oh, well, okay, we're in trouble. We're in big heckin' trouble.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
That's just a bad wipe right there. Oof.
Well, dang. I also had my rune that I never used, but it was a might rune. It wouldn't have helped much.
Wow, they just ran right over you.
Yeah, it wasn't a good setup. So we didn't get very far that run, but it's a good length for a 1-episode shot.
That's true. That is true.
And we showed a lot of the new things.
That is true. Yes.
Well,
that decay stuff seems really neat.
We'll definitely come back to this. I'll stream it more. I do stream it occasionally. Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/UltraCGaming.
Yeah.
But we unlocked a new card called Forsaken. Gain Splash and 3 haste for 4 seconds and gain plus 10 damage. Cost +1 for each living unit in your party.
Interesting.
But that's a power boost right there.
Yeah. Yeah, for 4 seconds though.
So, unfortunately, we stumbled.
Yeah.
That corruption of making the boss do a little bit more damage maybe was a little bit too much damage for me.
Too spice.
Just a little too spice.
Not without a tank.
But still a fun game. Highly recommend trying it out if you haven't already. You can get it from us at our Nexus.gg store, as it turns out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'll probably stream this some more sometime. If it gets enough attention, do more of it on YouTube. Let us know. And with that, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.